Yep. Alright. I gotta adjust the brightness on my camera. Jesus, hold on. Alright, I gotta adjust the brightness on this thing. Camera. I got the contrast too high. Alright. See, how does that look? I guess that's a little better. Maybe I have my lights too bright. Hold on. Is that a little better? I guess it's a little better. Alright. How's everyone doing? Hope everyone's having a good week. Sorry I haven't been able to stream lately. I've been really busy. I started a new job with Amazon, so that's been taking a lot of my time. But took some personal time off. So took some personal time off to finally stream something on my PS5 that I got on launch day, but haven't even had time to really play it or stream anything. But we're back. We're gonna be playing some Spider-Man Remastered. Yeah, we're going to be playing some Spider-Man Remastered. This is a remaster of the 2018 version of Spider-Man that came out on PS4 and PS4 Pro. There are some enhancements to this version, and the character model used for Peter Parker was also changed, if you aren't already aware of that. And I'll point all the stuff out as we go. So let's go ahead and jump into this. I'll probably be playing this for maybe like an hour or so, and then we're going to hop over to Call of Duty. Maybe some Black Ops Cold War, and then maybe some Warzone. We'll see when the guys come on. So they'll be joining us. So I started playing a little bit. I'm about 9% in the story already. So we're going to go ahead and start a new save game here. I'm going to go ahead and play on Amazing. Setting on headphones. Alright, so here's a couple things that were changed here. The graphics settings. So there's three options that you can actually pick here. So there's fidelity, which is probably the most, I guess, graphics intensive. So you got ray tracing, enhanced lighting, additional VFX. However, the frame rate is locked, or it's capped out at 30 frames per second, which is not the greatest for gaming. I mean, it's typical what we've been playing this past generation, but everyone likes to hit 60 frames or more. Nowadays, but 30 frames if you want to get like the full graphics intensive stuff. This is going to be great fidelity. Otherwise, if you prefer the higher frame rate, you can switch over to performance. This will up the frame rate up to 60 frames per second. However, it takes away, or it sacrifices, ray tracing, enhanced lighting, and any additional VFX. So basically, you get the 4K resolution. You get the high quality picture at higher frame rates, but without any of the picture or graphical enhancements. Then they added this new mode here at the most recent update. They added Performance RT, which is Performance Ray Tracing. So it's an alternate version of Performance, but it adds ray tracing in by slightly adjusting or lowering the graphics resolution. So my guess, instead of displaying the picture at 4K, it's actually around like 1440 or like 1200p. This is probably the best way to play the game, in my opinion. At least for this stream, I'm going to be playing it in performance ray tracing, just so you guys can at least see some of the differences. I'll show you guys once we actually jump into the game. I'll switch between these three modes, and I'll show you guys some differences on here. But for the most part, we'll be playing on performance RT. So give me just a moment before we start here. Just gotta make some small adjustments. Just a couple more moments, guys. I'll be right there with you. Just making some adjustments here. Alright. Sorry about that. I had to make some adjustments here to my headset and to some of the camera settings that I have here. I feel like the brightness is really bright around the center of my face. It could be my ring light. I don't know. I'll have to mess with it as we go and in future streams or maybe for next time. But let's go ahead and hop into this. We're going to be playing on amazing difficulty. I'm going to keep the listening mode on headphones. I'm not changing any of the inversion controls. Keeping graphics mode at the new setting for this remastered version, which is going to be Performance RT. It's basically the same version of the regular performance with a little bit of the fidelity. So you got the 60 frames from performance with some of the ray tracing from fidelity mode. However, it sacrifices some of the 4K quality down to about 1440 or about 1200p, which is still better than 1080p, but it's not quite 4K. So for those of you watching on your phones or on smaller screens, you won't really like notice any of the sacrifice in terms of graphical quality, but you'll at least get to see the ray tracing. But let's go ahead and hop into this. Here we go. Yep, that's 60 frames, alright. Look how smooth that is. Make sure you got your YouTube setting set to 1080p at 60 frames. Yeah, so you don't get any of the screen tearing or stuttering that you normally would get with 30 frames, so this is good. Very buttery smooth. I like how you could see the dust in the air. Little dust particles. You really didn't get to see that in the PS4 version. So far, so good.
All units, level 4 mobilization. Location, Fisk.
That's the new character model that they used for Peter Parker. They changed it from the last character model. I guess it looks like they're trying to model it after the kid that plays Peter Parker in the Marvel movies. I forgot his name. Yeah, you'll notice they made him look a little younger. A little weird, but you know, you'll get used to it.
SWAT is 1084 at Fisk Tower. All units stand by. Warrant is en route.
Alright, here we go. Look at him go. Cool suit. Classic. Love how it just drops you right into the gameplay right here. Yep. Let's do this.
Captain Watanabe.
Did you take him down yet?
No. We're at Fisk Tower, but still waiting on the warrant.
Mind if I join in on the fun?
You know how his lawyers are. This one needs to go by book.
Come on, Yuri. I've been waiting 8 years for this.
You really want to help? Head to Times Square. Sounds like his guys are trying to keep my backup from reaching the scene.
You got it. Almost there.
Web zip, which is this little thing he does right here. A little web zip. So far, so cool. Looks pretty smooth.
Hello?
Parker, where are you? We must run through the demonstration at least once before the grant committee arrives.
Yes. Sorry. Yes. Dealing with a personal issue. I'll be in soon. Promise. Better wrap this up quick than get to my real job.
Alright.
Looks like Yuri called in the cavalry.
There's a scene where you get the Call of Duty guys shooting up the place.
We need more backup! 1032, Times Square. Officers under fire. Bring in the hammer.
The guy was taken right out of Black Ops 3. He's just missing like a bionic arm.
Get him!
ready for their hot, fresh cup of bodily harm.
Yep.
Gotta warn you, I'm feeling punchy today. Next cup.
So far, it plays really well. Love the 60 frames.
This doesn't look good.
Somebody just shoot him!
Man, Fisk has a lot of guys on his payroll.
Ah.
Spider-Man, what's your status?
Almost done here. You?
We're about to go in.
Be there soon. Can't wait to see Willie's face when you slap the cuffs on him. Okay, Yuri. All done. What's happening? Yuri? Yuri! I knew Fisk wouldn't go quietly.
Get more backup. And lock down the airspace.
Yuri, you okay?
If he makes it out of that building, we're gonna lose him.
I'm gonna go,
Do your thing.
I'm gonna go,
Ease the deck, Willie. Heads up. Hey, where you going? Okay. I'll clear a path. Follow me.
Get out of here, Spider-Man. We got this.
build focus by attacking enemies. You do more damage when you have more focus. Increase your combo count to gain faster focus count. Earn bonus focus during an
Sorry to break it to you, but you do not got this, buddy.
What's Spider-Man doing here? He's gonna mess everything up!
Thanks for the confidence boost, guys.
Get him! Rush him!
I guess this is what they call a hostile workplace.
We can't let him win! I'll enjoy this. Locked and loaded.
Got all of them? Okay, use focus to heal. The more focus you have, the more you can heal. Okay. Pretty straightforward.
Gotta take those shooters out. I think that's all of them.
Come on, come on! They shut the elevators down! Take the stairs!
I prefer a more direct approach.
Spider-Man, status.
Heading to the upper floors, and hoping nobody turns on the elevators.
Our choppers are taking fire. Looks like Fisk has armed men on every floor.
He's desperate.
And he's hitting us with everything he's got.
I have to find him and end this.
Not yet. We just picked up chatter. They're wiping all their data servers. We need that evidence if we want to put him away for good.
Okay, server room it is. Call from May. Better answer. Hi, MA.
What is all that noise?
Watching a superhero movie. What's up?
I just wanted to make sure we're still on for dinner tomorrow night.
Totally. Listen, I gotta go.
Well, okay. Love you.
Love you too.
All right.
Come on! That's not fair!
How exactly do you think this ends well for you?
Get him!
On to the next one.
Nice. Ooh, he almost got me.
Regret your life choices yet?
I'll say,
I can't punch him if he's in
for
the
action games, this game is amazing so far. No pun intended.
That server room before there's no evidence.
It's a workout on your thumbs, man. It's a lot of press square for attacking, a lot of X to jump around. Yeah.
I should look for a sneaky way in. There we go. Huh. It's like my own private ventrance. Fisk may be a dirty criminal, but he has remarkably clean air vents.
Hurry up. The boss wants everything erased. Can't make it delete any faster.
They're so cute when they're oblivious.
Ah, come on. Halfway there. Need another minute or two. Think the cops know where we are? Don't worry about out there. Worry about in here.
Is this tech support? I forgot my password.
Spider-Man! Don't let him near the console! Boss wants your head! Hold him back!
Warning. Full deletion imminent.
I thought the IT guys at my last job were with me.
Cool. Hold on, before I proceed, I feel like there's a little. I'll lower the film grain. You know, adjust the brightness. HDR's on, contrast is all the way up. Let me bring up the brightness. Let's try 60. If not, I'll bump it a little more.
Gotta access that console before everything's gone. Let's see just how good their security is. Oh, you guys forgot the latest kernel patch.
Hiding so cowardly. Even for you.
Says the guy frantically erasing his search history.
After all these years, you're still just an ignorant child.
True, but that's part of my charm, isn't it?
Damn you. Get that door down now! Get past him. Destroy everything. Look around you. I did this. What have you ever done, man?
Well, there was that time I took down a pompous, overstuffed crime lord before breakfast.
That was cool.
Without me, the scum I kept in check will run rampant. And it'll be your fault.
Bring him down!
It's been a long, tough road, Fisk. Almost sad to see it end.
Mere prelude.
We'll get ready for the main event. Yuri, an explosion just...
I saw it. Fisk could have the whole place wired. I'm sitting in a bomb unit.
I'll make sure no one gets in their way.
See us henchmen like left and right, man. Like every floor. They just hang out in this building?
I think that's all of them.
It's clear! Move up!
Hey guys, I guess bombs are part of Willie's getaway plan? Sounds like they're trapped.
You go after them. We'll look for the bombs.
Clear out! Evacuate the building!
I heard more people back that way.
I'll find them.
Spider-Man! We can't move! We're pinned down!
I'll lift it. When you're free, get out fast. If you can walk, help the injured. Got it?
Come on. Yep.
Go, go, go!
Thank you! He did it! Let's go!
Okay, Willie. Coming your way.
Spider-Man, it's Yuri.
How we doing, Captain?
Could be better. Our choppers took a beating. We just had to ground our last one. If Fisk calls in a chopper, we have no one to stop it from landing.
And no one to chase him if he flies away.
Why do I get the feeling that's what he was planning all along?
Because he probably was. Damn. Yuri, get EMTs up here, fast!
We're trying.
Uh-oh. Incoming! That's enough out of you. More rockets? A little excessive, don't you think?
Ooh, that got me. Ah!
What?
Like,
Is it National
whipped right
Rocket
into
Day or
that one.
something? Gotcha. Man, how'd the bomb squad guys get through this?
He's here! Get him!
Settle down. I've got enough for everybody.
You don't mess with the Kingpin and live! Keep him on the ground! You're done for! You should run!
Oh my god.
Okay, room is clear.
Man, my health is
Squad
really
must be
low.
somewhere ahead. Hope they're okay.
It's gonna be embarrassing.
You guys all right?
We were just about to call for backup.
I think I'm it.
Lead the way. We'll be right behind you. Heads up, boss.
Shield enemies block attacks from the front, but are vulnerable from the back.
So you guys were in bed with Fisk all along? Oh no, I'll never get that image out of my head. So your plan didn't work. On to plan B, getting kicked in the face.
Where is he?
Hey Yuri, looks like some of your guys were on Fisk's payroll. Good news is, they were Willie's last line of defense. I'm right outside his office.
Take him down, now.
With pleasure.
Cool office.
Writing your memoirs? Don't forget the hyphen between spider and man.
Get the chopper ready. I won't be long. I'm surprised you made it this far. But your foolishness ends now.
You do know I can still see you, right?
8 years of this insolence.
Oh, for me? You shouldn't have. Gotta wait for an opening. He's reloading.
What? Why isn't it working?
Okay, now!
Come on, do it.
What are you doing? How is this happening?
What's wrong, Willie? You seem angry.
I will destroy you!
Take your best shot. That gave me an opening.
Oh my god. Oi. Oi. Oh. Ooh.
You are everything that's wrong with this city!
Huh. I was gonna say the same to you.
You know what to do, men! Surround it! Everyone engage!
Oh my god.
You're trained to fight, so fight out! I don't want excuses! What do I pay you for?
Sash the man, thank you, man. Yes, indeed.
No, I can handle myself!
Ah!
You're gonna have a bad day, imbecile! I ban them!
No! Oh my god. No.
Tiresome annoyance!
Hang in there. It'll be over soon.
Where are the reinforcements?
I don't know, boss.
Where are the reinforcements?
You'll die as uselessly as you live!
Take your best shot.
Got him.
So, should we kiss now? Yeah, maybe later. Finally off to Rikers, huh? You know, I think you've got more enemies in there than I do.
If you think this will be more than a minor inconvenience...
Whoop, gotta go. Hey, good luck, Willie. I have a feeling you're gonna need it.
Idiot!
I'm the one who kept order in this city! 1 month! In 1 month you'll wish you had me back!
The Kingpin is heading to prison. End of an era. I feel like I should celebrate. Maybe take a vacation.
Access a skill tree. Okay. Hold square. Throw electrified enemy. Get this defender one. Perfect dodge. Feel like I could use that.
Parker, where are you? The committee will be here soon. We need to run an equipment check.
I'm almost there. Blocks away.
Guess I'll just do it myself.
No, don't. It's not safe. Gotta love Doc's enthusiasm, but sometimes it gets him into trouble. Better get there before he hurts himself.
Okay. So before we actually continue, I want to show you guys the differences between the graphical options here. So right now we're playing on the, let's see, visual. We're playing on Performance RT, which is basically performance mode with ray tracing. However, it sacrifices some of the graphical fidelity like 4K. So instead of 4K, it's running around between somewhere around 1200 and 1440p, which is about half of 4K. So you'll notice, if I back out here, you'll notice that like the edges of some of the buildings, especially like ones in the further distance, there's kind of like this juddering. I don't know if you can see it on your phones or your PC monitors, but on my TV, I'm playing on a 65-inch right now, and you can definitely notice some juddering because it's not running at 4K, so it doesn't have as much draw distance as the fidelity option would normally have. The fidelity option, while it does smooth out the edges and it actually gives you a lot more detail for things that are further in the distance, unfortunately it only runs and it's capped out at 30 frames a second, so you're not going to get the buttery smoothness of 60 frames like you do in this one. I mean, it really doesn't get, I mean yeah, there's you know 120 frames and then there's 240 frames, but 60 frames is really good on this. I mean, can you imagine what this would look like if it was 120 frames? It'd be amazing, sure. But I just wanted to show you, yeah, right now I'm running the Performance RTE because, yeah, okay, you don't get the 4K smoothness, but you do get ray tracing features and some of the enhanced lighting, which looks great. Let me switch it over to one of the other modes so you can actually see what I'm talking about. So this is Performance RT, right? Here, let me just do a slow pan. So you'll notice a lot with the ray tracing, especially with reflections. It's supposed to be more lifelike, more realistic lighting. Basically, you get, real-time shadows. You get real reflections on glass and windows and mirrors. Yeah, you'll notice, see, there's a reflection of some of the buildings over here. I think if we go, I'm trying to see if there's like a wet roof or something on the surface, because you could really notice that when there's like moisture, like a puddle somewhere. Oh, that's another thing I should probably point out. So with Performance RT, so you get the ray tracing, you get 60 frames, but while it also sacrifices 4K, it also sacrifices the volume of NPCs walking the streets. It's not, the streets don't seem as dense as, what New York would be like. So let me switch it over. Oh, see, there's some juddering on that crane right there. I'm not even moving, and there's some juddering. So let's Let's switch over to Fidelity. It's going to have me apply and restart the game. See, it feel like it's not as smooth when you like look around because it's capped out at 30 frames a second. But you'll notice there's no juddering. Let me get to a higher vantage point here. You can look at some of the buildings in the distance. Yeah, you don't notice any juddering or anything on the edges. Maybe on that building in the middle, like by that tower over there, you'll see some in the windows. I think that's because it's trying to process the reflection of like the sky on the windows, and it's having a hard time doing so at the angle. And then if you look down at the streets, you'll notice there's slightly more people walking down on the streets than the regular, or sorry, not the regular, but the Performance RT. So this gives you, this gives you enhanced lighting. This gives you the ray tracing. This gives you graphical VFX enhancements. But you don't get the frame rate that you would normally get with Performance or Performance RT. I feel like it's a good option though, especially if you have a larger, TV screen like 65 inches or more. 4K HDR. I think this is probably a great way to show off what your PS5 can do and what your TV can display. Plus, for those that are easily susceptible to motion sickness, probably 30 frames is good for you. I prefer playing at 60 frames. I feel like I don't know, to me, I guess it could just be a visual thing, or it could just be all in my head. 60 frames, it feels more snappier, and it feels like it's like it's more responsive to what I'm actually doing on the controller. But that's just me. So this is Fidelity. Okay, let me do a slow pan. Again, it's not as buttery smooth as 60 frames or 120 frames, but I will say it looks pretty though. I mean, it is a great game to definitely show off what the PS5 can do. This and the Miles Morales game. So this is the Fidelity mode. Let's switch over to Performance non-RT. So Performance mode non-RT basically does 60 frames, but it does 4K, but it doesn't do ray tracing or any of the enhancements. It's just 60 frames basically at 4K. So let's switch over to that, and I'll show you what that looks like.
Gotta get to work.
Here's
Can't
Performance.
let Doc down.
So there's some slight judder. Again, it could be because like from the angle that I'm perched on. Some of the windows are trying to process the reflections of the sky, and it's just having a hard time doing so. But for the most part, it's got great draw distance. It doesn't have the same lighting as you would get with Fidelity or Performance RT. You'll notice, I feel like everything's it has like a bluer tint to it. And I don't want to say it's washed out, but I don't know, I just feel like the colors don't pop as much. Still great. I mean, it's still 60 frames. It's got that smoothness. You got the great draw distance. But man, once you see that ray tracing and the lighting enhancements, man, you don't want to go back. I mean, the picture looks that much greater, So yeah, this is Performance mode non-RT. Lisa, yes, I will be playing Miles Morales. I'll play it. Hopefully, I really want to replay Spider-Man, the remastered version. I want to play it because I played it once when it came out on PS4. I got it for my PS4 Pro, and I loved it. I played it all the way through, but I only played it the one time. Then I just got hooked on Warzone, and that's been my life ever since. But yeah, I do want to finish this game because I feel like I need a refresher on the story, and everyone's saying I should just watch a YouTube recap video. It's like, no, I'd rather just replay it. And yeah, once I replay it and finish it, including all the DLC, like stories and missions, then yeah, I'll switch over to Miles Morales, because I hear that's a great one too. Alright, so this is performance. Let's switch on back to performance RT, which is what we started the game with. And I feel like I'm going to be playing the game for the most part on performance RT, because 60 frames with ray tracing, I mean, I'd rather have that with slightly less draw distance and non 4K. You know, I think it has like the best picture for it. So I'll have that on. Let's switch that. See, now
late.
the
I should get to the lab ASAP.
I feel like the colors are a little warmer, a little more vibrant in some ways. It's still got the 60 frames, and then yeah, it's like I feel like you could really, I don't know, you could really tell where the sun is, you know, according to like the lighting, the way it bounces off of Spider-Man's suit. It's like you could actually see what parts of his suit are not getting any light from the sun, like the shadows. And with the performance non ray tracing on, it's like everything's just lit up and it just doesn't look realistic. It looks like a video game, you know. I feel this is probably the closest you're gonna get to like a live action Spider-Man type of deal, you know, at least video game wise. But hey, I'll take, you know, fewer NPCs on the street, and I'll take a lower draw distance than, you know, if that means I get ray tracing and enhanced lighting at 60 frames. I'll take it. So let's go ahead and continue. I'll be switching over to Call of Duty probably in the next hour. We might do some Black Ops Cold War. We might do some Warzone. We'll see once the guys come on, whatever they want to play. I usually leave it up to them since, you know, I don't really get to play with them a lot, so I'll let them decide. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Let's get to work. For those just joining, thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking in. It says I got 3 watching. I love you 3. Tell your friends, share the link, like the video, subscribe. I'm going to try to stream a little more. Try to do at least once a week. It's a little hard with this new job. It's much more physically demanding. Which Spider-Man actor is this? I feel like the character model that they used for this Spider-Man, they kept the same voice actor. I think his name is Yuri Lowenthal. As far as a character model, they feel like they're basing him a little more on Tom Holland. And the original character model was based a little more on Andrew Garfield. So you'll notice he looks a lot younger. You'll see right now once I go into Otto's lab here. Yep.
I'm sorry I'm late.
Tom Holland. Look at him. It's not really Tom Holland, but he looks like him. Yeah, Stasha, man, I love Tom. He's awesome. I think he's a really great Spider-Man.
The Committee's director will be here soon. It's fine, Parker. I invented this equipment. I think I can handle it.
Power dampener. Oh, man. Maybe we should abort.
Not yet.
Hold on! Dr. Octavius, are you okay?
Another setback.
Al's Toy Barn, he's just missing the beard, huh? And the chicken suit.
Is anyone hurt?
No, it was all my fault.
The energy levels exceeded our expectations. From a certain viewpoint, that's a very positive development.
It doesn't smell very positive.
I assure you, in the next phase...
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Is there somewhere else we can discuss this?
Maybe you should take the rest of the day off, Peter. But we'll talk later.
Now I can't unsee Al's Toy Barn, the Chicken Man. Someone has to make a mod and just put him in a chicken suit with a beard.
How could the dampener have failed? I know Doc said take the day off, but I have to figure out what went wrong.
I'm gonna put on some subs for you guys since you guys are watching. Subtitles. Forgot to turn those on. Is there a background on this? Subtitle background? Oh, no, no. Subtitle color, we'll keep them white. Okay. Alright.
Ooh, you are in bad shape, little guy.
Oh, another thing I forgot to point out with this game, aside from the graphical enhancements that you get on the PS5, is the way the controller feels on this thing. This is the PS5 controller, the DualSense. So it uses haptics rather than the little spinning weights that you would get on a traditional gaming controller. It uses haptic feedback, so I don't know, I feel like you can actually feel like where, like especially when you're fighting, you can feel where the hits are coming from, whether it's left or right or in front. And there's different intensities too, with the weights spinning like on the DualShock 4 and all the previous DualShock controllers. With the weights, all they do is just spin. There's no weight. I mean, it just spins, and really, if you want more intensity, you spin faster, and that's basically it. I mean, but with haptics, it's like, I mean, I know it's cliche to say, but yeah, the possibilities are endless. You can really like simulate a lot of
let's see what's wrong with you.
A lot of feelings with haptics, as well as when Spider-Man is zipping around. You know, you would hold the right trigger on the controller, or R2, and now with the DualSense, the triggers have they're called adaptive triggers, so they have different like pressures, I guess, feeling to it. So the triggers will adjust based on like when you're swinging, when Peter first like shoots out his web, and you press R2, the pressure's really tough, so it's like the button feels hard. But when he's coming up on the upswing and he's just about to let go of the web, it feels very loose. And then when he lets go of the web, like there's no like pressure on the trigger, so it doesn't feel like you're actually like holding on to any web, if that makes any sense. I don't know, if it's something you have to really like try it for yourself to really understand what I'm trying to say. But yeah, it's really cool. I feel like this feels like a whole new game, honestly, than just a remaster. I mean, this could have been called a remake, honestly. Alright, let's see. Oh, I love these little puzzles.
Damn it. If I had been here to do the pre-check, I would have caught this.
So it's basically like circuitry. You just gotta put the right pieces. So your pieces, your inventory on the left here, you got 5 directional pieces and 2 straight pieces. And you just gotta put them to basically the starting points here and the ending points there, orange. You just gotta make it somehow go around. So it's pretty cool, and it gets more complex as you go, and you actually have more pieces, and you'll see. So I'm gonna put directional. right there.
Okay, need to reroute servo control.
Haptic. Oh my god. Now haptic. It's basically like a new form of I guess vibration function that they put in a lot of new electronics like smartphones, smartwatches, and now the DualSense 5 or the DualSense controller. Rather than using traditional like spinning weights, it actually has like this little like motherboard on the controller that I'm not exactly how it works, but I've seen the controller be like taken apart, and it's so interesting. There's many videos out there where they deconstruct the DualSense controller, and yeah, it's such a trip to see how the haptic feedback works and how the adaptive triggers work. It's a real trip how they did it, man. I feel like I'm surprised Xbox didn't jump on it, man. This is. I mean, this controller itself makes the PS5 worth it. You know, every penny, honestly. So yeah, I could have just bought the controller, but then I wouldn't have been able to play the remastered Spider-Man game or Miles Morales. But hey, I'm a Sony fanboy. Don't judge me, all right? All right, let's see. What do we got? There.
Nice. Okay, what next? And now rebalance the voltage.
In order to set the power voltage, you must also meet its charge requirement. Some circuit pieces provide positive or negative charge. Gotcha. So the target voltage I gotta meet is 3. Right now I have 0. So green are positive charges, red are negative charges. And so I have, let's see, 2 pieces of 2 positive and 1 positive and 1 negative. Okay. Jeez. Should be easy though. Pretty straightforward. No. This needs to be 2. Remove that. There we go. There you
Finished.
go.
Let's see if that worked. Good as new.
Yep.
Doc's been testing new materials for the prosthetics. He asked me to review his work if I had time. May as well dig in now.
Today's the day. Grant review. We're ready. The work has progressed at a remarkable pace. I honestly never thought we'd get the tensile actuator back to an acceptable tolerance. But Parker, the boy has an eye for guerrilla science like none other. Just as I was ready to order a custom machine replacement part, he returned from the hardware store with a bottle of solvent and a toothbrush. Bang! Actuator problem resolved. The boy is a genius. A chronically late genius. It's already 10 after. Where is he? Surely he couldn't have forgotten today's review.
Sorry I let you down, Doc.
Alright. Sorry about that. What's this? Another?
Peter, thank you again for doing these blind reviews. Peer review is the backbone of great science. You know, as we've prepped for the upcoming fitting, I felt an itch in the back of my brain. Is this really the best method of limb replacement? Silly, I know, but I keep thinking, might there be another way?
There's always another way. Oh, I love this one too, the
Doc was
spectrographs.
testing a new contact material for the prosthetic.
So we basically have to match up the lines from my inventory on the left over to the spectrographs on the right. Pretty simple enough. So, like, this one will be here. This one's here. And this one is there. Pretty easy, but they get a little more complex as you go.
Hydrogel polymer composite. Strong, but there's a lot of impedance. Better tell Doc to keep looking for other materials.
That it? That's all? That's the only one? Oh.
Alright. I should get out of here before I screw things up for Doc even more.
It's all torn up.
Spider-Man, it's Yuri.
Fisk make it to Rikers yet?
Not Rikers. Our boy qualifies for the VIP treatment. He's in the raft.
Ah, joining Scorpion, Electro, and the rest. Fisk should be honored. That's a steamed company.
Can you swing by the precinct? Got an issue that could benefit from your unique skill set.
For you, Yuri? Anything. I'm on my way.
Let's go.
Looks like Jameson's got a new episode out. Wonder what my #1 fan thinks about the Fisk takedown.
This is Just the Facts with J. Jonah Jameson, where listeners like you discuss the issues affecting our city with Pulitzer Prize-winning two-time Daily Bugle.
Hey, plug the book.
And as always, if you order Mr. Jameson's book, Spider-Man, Threat or Menace, within 24 hours of our broadcast, you'll get an autographed copy at no extra charge.
No personalizations. Don't ask. Not gonna get it. Welcome to Just the Facts with J. Jonah Jameson, alerting you to the threats you don't even know about. Let's dive right into the calls. Speak.
Okay, so not for nothing. You gotta give Spider-Man respect for taking down Wilson Fisk, right? I mean, one less mob boss is good for everyone.
Is that right? Tell me, are you a police officer? Prosecutor? Maybe an award-winning reporter with decades on the job like me?
No, I'm a plumber.
Oh, good. Then fix my toilet and shut up! Let me explain something to you about crime bosses. As soon as one goes down, every punk with a gun, a tracksuit, and a drawer full of gold chains decides he's the next godfather. We're gonna have a gang war in the streets, but does that whip-headed moron give a damn? Of course not. He got on TV. That's what counts.
Yeah, well, I can get...
Now that you quit smoking, what do you tell people when you come up here?
That I need a break from their crap.
Fair enough. So, why'd you call? Need a date to the policeman's ball?
You got a black and white suit? No ball this year anyway. We spent too much integrating Oscorp's surveillance tech.
Worth it though, right?
It was. Until an hour ago. The system went down. Citywide. Every tower.
How?
They tell me someone sabotaged the central server, and now all the towers are offline.
Inside job?
Maybe. I'll figure it out later. Right now we need to get the towers back online. Fast.
And you called me? Aw, that's sweet.
I called someone I could trust. Plus, the signals are scrambled and we have no idea how to fix it.
Ooh. I love a challenge.
You break it, you buy it.
I thought you trusted me. Let's take a look at this tower.
Well, that's another cool little mini game that they put in.
Input bands have been shifted. Subtle.
So you use the left and right sticks to basically adjust the frequency or the wavelength of the signal here, and you have to match it up with the red line here. So I guess left matches or adjusts the narrowness of it, and then right is the height or the width and height. Okay. Yep. And then it's like Assassin's Creed. It's basically...
We just had a tower come back online. Was that you?
Not just a pretty mask, huh?
like the
Whatever you did,
synchronization
any
points
chance you
here.
could do it to the other towers?
Sure, but just so you know, I had to sync up with the tower to fix it. I'm seeing all crime data in the area now. Looks like there's a break-in happening near me.
Great. I've got units nearby.
Don't bother. I'm on it.
Do it! Watch my back.
Let's do it the tracksuit.
Pretty sure these guys didn't forget their keys.
Come on! You can't... Kicking the wrong hood! You're gonna regret that! This is gonna hurt!
Alright.
Okay, wrapped up.
Thanks for that. Now I'm seeing an assault near you.
You're in luck, Yuri. Your favorite tough but lovable, grizzled, seen-too-much detective is in town.
What? No. You promised you wouldn't do that any...
Spider Cop.
Please, no.
So you're the snitch?
Back off, creep.
Yep, she's the one.
I said back off! Leave me alone!
Leave me alone.
Get away from her.
It's gonna hurt. Get over here, Judy Spider! Knock him out already!
Ow. No! Oh my god.
You ain't gonna bring me down! Walk away now, or she's dead!
Let me go!
Save the hostage before the time runs out. Use the L to aim the target. Press R1 to disarm them. Okay.
All clear, ma'am.
I knew Jameson was wrong about you. You're a little weird, but you got a good heart.
Have you got somewhere to go?
I can take care of myself.
I'm sure you can, but just in case, there's a place called the Feast Center.
Seen it. I don't want charity.
They got the best wheat cakes in the city,
Wheat
hands
cakes.
down.
My mom used to
Mom
make those.
used to make those. Haven't had any in a long time. I'll check it out. Thanks.
She looks like a
Spider
crackhead.
guy.
It's Spider-Man.
Spider guy.
Should be able to spot the next tower from up there.
Whoever they got for that character model, man, that's spot on. Hey, Spider guy.
From his
Obviously, you
elevated
can't take
position,
care of yourself.
Spider Cop spies his destination. A second surveillance tower.
Are you narrating yourself?
What? No! Of course not! The Chief never did understand Spider Cop. Thought he was a loose cannon.
Already regretting this.
Bet I can modify these towers to track more than just crimes.
See, so it's just like Assassin's Creed, the synchronization points. Basically unlocks or reveals more of the map or a chunk of the map.
Score! Towers are picking up all kinds of RFID signals now, including one nearby. What is that?
Yeah, so basically every time you go to synchronization points, it unlocks another like chunk of the map. Yeah. So far I got 2.
Oh, wow. One of my old backpacks from high school. Forgot I attached tracking dots to these. Wonder how many of these are scattered around the city.
Jeez, that's a lot of backpacks.
The menu from my first real date with MJ. Wish I could have afforded someplace fancier. But she didn't seem to mind.
The prices aren't that bad for pasta. Around, it's anywhere between 10 and 13 bucks. Not bad. Must have had a bulk sale at Walmart. Oh yeah, for the backpacks, right? Jeez. It's a cool backpack though.
Still there? Got a robbery a few blocks away.
Spider Cop's on it. Part man, part spider, all cop.
My blog? Open the safe! Do it!
Hey, fellas.
Ah! Spider-Man! Shoot him!
More of them? Guys, if you worked this hard at a legit job, you wouldn't need to be criminals.
Dude, look at the way this guy, like, look at him.
All right,
What
Yuri.
happened to him?
I'm gonna repair the last Chinatown tower now.
Don't you mean Spider Cop's gonna repair it?
Been doing a little
He's all
thinking, Yuri.
If I put his head
Policing's a
through
young
the,
man's game. Spider Cop? Well, he's no spring chicken.
put his head through the gas cap, or
As of today, Spider Cop is officially retired.
Oh, thank God. I need a drink.
We'll all drink tonight, Yuri. Drink to the memory of Spider Cop's tireless... Yuri? Yuri, you there?
hit the bong too hard.
Guess the emotion of the moment overwhelmed her.
He's floating. Yep. That's...
Can I get an autograph?
Yes! Just a moment here.
Not good. Can't have people taking pictures of my 3 chest hairs. Tools I need for suit repair at the lab. Wonder if Dr. Octavius is left for the day.
Sorry. Alright.
Doctor, how did it go with the committee? I'm so sorry I screwed things up.
Not at all, Peter. They're just nervous in the face of imminent triumph. They'll calm down. They always do.
Should I head back to the lab for cleanup?
No. I'm stepping out for dinner anyhow. We'll resume tomorrow. Short break, then back to creating the future.
Wish I could bottle and sell that man's optimism. Sounds like he's left the lab for the day. Good time to work on my suit in private.
Yeah, one thing I like to do in these open world games is I always like to go to the synchronization points and unlock them all first. Because not only do they serve to reveal the map, but sometimes they serve as fast travel points. So it makes it easier to get around, you know, rather than swinging around. I mean, it's cool to swing around as Spider-Man, don't get me wrong. It's just sometimes you just want to get to your destination like right away. And I hear that the fast travel on PS5 in general, at least the loading times is like almost instant. Like there's no wait time whatsoever. Um, However, there are some cool little funny uh like little animations that happen when you fast travel. Basically, Peter gets on the subway and like it's just him interacting, like taking public transportation to get around the city is just hilarious because he's in his Spidey suit and he's just chilling on the subway. But you can disable those if you just want to instantly get to your destination, or if you like those animations, you can leave them on. So, yeah, the PS5 version allows you to enable and disable them. So, oh, what up, Phil? Look like someone came online. Hold on, let me adjust the audio balance here. How you doing, man? Yeah, what are you watching? Nice. Yeah. I'm hearing a lot of great things about Attack on Titan, man. I've only seen like the first 3 episodes, and they were cool, but you know, I don't know. It's very hard for me to get into anime, you know. Yeah. 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 It's too many nalgas. I was just playing some Spider-Man right now, but I'll switch over to Call of Duty if you want to play. Nah, playing remaster right now. Streaming, got a few people watching. So far so good. Yeah. There you go. You gonna play some Spider-Man right now, or are you gonna play some Call of Duty? Yeah? There you go. There you go. No, I'm just playing on Amazing because I feel like I need a refresher on the story before I play Miles Morales. Not that I forgot what happened. It's just, you know, I feel like, you know, like the Netflix shows, like they take so long to come out, and by the time the new season comes out, you kind of like forgot what happened. You kind of just have to re-watch the entire series, like Narcos. What up, Daniel?
Hey, what's up?
Oh, nay.
What's up, man? I was watching your stream, Jordan.
Oh, yeah? Are you Stash the
Man?
No?
No, that wasn't me. But the game looked pretty good, dude.
Yeah, Stash the Man is awesome. I love his interactions, man. Whoever Stash the Man is, keep watching, man. I love it.
Yep, that's not me, fortunately.
Alright, I'm going to save Spider-Man here, and then I'll switch over to Call of Duty.
Sounds good.
Alright, hold on. You too? Don't spoil it.
You finished the last episode? Did you watch it? Yeah, no spoilers, but that shit was sick, dude. Super sick.
Alright, let me pause.
Yeah, I really like it so far, you know. There's always going to be critics with everything. Like, people were complaining that it started off too slow, and they were complaining about the animation. But, like, I feel like people just find any, like, reason to criticize something.
Oh, the animation is really good on it, but yeah, it's just I haven't caught up on it, man.
Yeah, I think that the animation's good. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Like, who doesn't like dialogue? Who doesn't like character
It's
development?
character development, yeah.
Yeah, exactly, man.
I love it.
Yeah, really like it so far.
Yeah. Okay. Give me one moment. I gotta load in Call of Duty on here. Lupin?
Lupin. I've never heard of that.
Oh, you mean Lupin the Third, or whatever? Lupin? Yeah, I think it's based off a manga. Yeah, I remember seeing something about it. Yeah, yeah, because they made the CG movie, right? Yeah, yeah. Basically. Yeah. Yeah.